This is the Oriamo Flowmotion smart gimbal. So far, Oriamo has released 3 smart gimbals, and this is the third one. The 2 previous ones actually are equipped with image stabilization. I won't advise anyone to get this device. Trust me, I won't advise anyone to get this device. And if you're going to get this device, I'll actually advise you watch this video to the end, then see if this is something you could actually work with, or you could actually skip. For context, this is actually about $25 as at the time of making this video. So it's quite cheap for the price. In this video, I'm going to go into the build, the functions, the advantages, the disadvantages, if you could use it as a solo creator, and so many other things that you need to know. So I would advise you stick around to the end of this video to find out. Welcome back to Ion Tech. Without wasting any much time, let's get down to the video. So like I said, this is what came in the box. You have the gimbal, you have the shutter button, and you have a base. These are just the 3 things that comes with the gimbal. So looking at the gimbal itself, you have a screw bit here. Now this screw bit basically is if you want to attach it to a tripod or you want to use the base. So all you have to do is just attach it to the base this way and you are good to go. So once you attach it to the base, you screw it in, you tighten it, then the gimbal can stand on its own, and it's just as simple. On top of it, you have a screw cap. Now this screw cap basically is if you want to mount your camera on it, I mean your professional camera, be it Nikon, whichever camera you want to use, yes, you can mount it on it, and also with a tripod. Then still talking about the gimbal is made from a material called ABS. And ABS is actually a type of polyplastic polymer, which is actually known for its strength, its impact resistance, and also its durability. So yes, you could expect a pretty much solid usage from this device. So this device is actually equipped with a 1800 mAh per hour battery, and charging it takes from between about 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours. Well, I charged this for about 1 hour 33 minutes from 0 to 100%. This is actually input. It has an inbuilt battery, and I like this. I prefer this to the other ones that Oriamo has released so far, whereby you have to, buy a battery to it. When you run out of battery, you still have to go ahead, look for other batteries you could use. It's kind of stressful, but this is not like that. This has a USB Type-C, and if you want to power it on, all you have to do is just turn on the switch. When you turn on the switch, it comes on, you pair it with your phone, and you are good to go. And it also have a cutout here. This cutout is when you want to use it with more or less like a chain or a rope. You just put it here, you tie it the normal way you do it, and it comes with a case. For context, if you don't want to misplace this, I would actually advise you just mount it on the gimbal this way, and it stays. So you could just put in your shutter button and it stays that way. Pretty easy, yeah? Yeah. So now looking at the body, you see this is the power switch. This is the on and off power switch. You have the gesture button, you have the 360 code button, and you have your Type-C input. This is a Type-C charger, and it's actually charged at a maximum of 5 watts. It doesn't go more than 5 watts. Yeah, you have an arrow, which also sounds as your adjustment button, in the sense whereby when you mount your phone to your smart gimbal, you actually use this to pinpoint your phone center so that you actually stay in frame. This looks like a camera, but this is not a camera. This is actually a vision sensor. This is what does the face tracking and every other thing you need to know. Now, like I said, this arrow serves as a central that's for your phone and the gimbal, but at the same time, it also works with the vision sensor. All you have to do is just click it this way. Sometimes when you mount your device and you are standing, it can input it down. So all you have to do is just tilt it up. When you are done, you tilt it back, and that is the function. Now, this is the tripod. The tripod is actually expandable, but just some few inches. You have the tripod holder, which does 360. Then it does 180 degrees front and back. Does 180 degrees front and back. This also does 360 all around. Then also, you have a fuel light. Now, this fuel light is equipped with 2 kind of lights. You have the fluorescent white, and you also have the warm light. Now, to turn it on, all you have to do is just click on this button here twice. It comes on this way. You tap it another time, it's increase the brightness. You tap it again, it goes to the highest. When you tap it one more time, it changes to both the fluorescent white and the warm white color. You tap it again, it increases the brightness like that, you understand? But if you want to go to the SOS mode, once you turn on the device by double clicking, you press and hold, then it goes into the SOS mode. And that's how it works. This is also, it has an inbuilt battery. I forgot to mention, it has an inbuilt battery. And it's also USB Type-C rechargeable. And charging this takes about 90 minutes to charge it from 0 to 100%. I like the fact that this is actually permanently locked to the phone holder. You can't detach it. And it comes easy when you're making your video. You know, most times when you make video, you have to use your flashlight or, you have to use the light bulb. This actually works better. So now, I haven't done justice to the build, the materials, and the gimbal itself. It's time to go over to the functions. This device is actually equipped with two functions. The first function is the 360 degree, and the second function is the gesture mode. The gesture mode is basically more or less you using your hand, you use gestures to navigate the device, to tell the device what to do, and all the props like that. Now, to use gesture mode, you have to make sure that you press this for 5 seconds. When you press this for 5 seconds, the lights will turn on and it stays green. Then it means that your gesture mode is on. Now, once your gesture mode is on, you can use basically 4 types of gestures. If you do this way, it comes on. It comes on. If you put your palm this way, it turns off the device. It turns off the device. If you put it this way, that's make a V with your hand, it locks face tracking. So that is just the gesture it comes in. Now, if you want to use 360 degree motion, you have to press and hold this button here, which is the 360. You press and you hold it, then the gimbal does the 360 motion. It keeps going all the way, anti-clockwise. Now, first of all, you have to turn on the device. You turn it on this way. When you turn it on, the red light comes up and the green light shows. It means that it's already in face tracking mode. This way. Now, like I said, to turn on face tracking, all you have to do is just do a V with your hand. To turn it off, to put your 5, it goes off. To lock face tracking, you do V and it locks face tracking for you. As you go, it moves with you, but you see, it moves, it puts you in frame. Now, let me go to the advantages of this device. If you're a solo creator, yes, this is the device for you. It monitors your face, as you go on and off, both in motion, both out of motion. Yes, this Flowmotion gimbal stays with you. It works with you. But if you are using this more or less as to shoot content, I would not advise you at all to buy this if you're using this to shoot content. I'll never advise you to buy it. Now, this is why I won't advise you to buy it. You see, when you're making videos with this gimbal itself, I don't know if it's a little bit tight or the screws are not well lubricated or the motor itself is not well lubricated. I can't tell. I've been using this for close to 2 weeks and I deliberately took that long because I needed to be sure if maybe it's probably because of, it's the first time using this device, so it needed time to, adjust its motion, calibrate it very well so it could work smoothly as seamlessly. But unfortunately, in my 2 weeks of using this device, it has not even given me any of that. When you use the face tracking motion with this and you are recording a video, please note, you are going to hear a sound coming from the gimbal. I'm going to attach that sound to this video. You're going to hear a sound coming from this gimbal. It has this, this cracking sound. That's this cracking sound, like the movement is not precise. The motion is not very fluid. It's kind of cracking. Yeah, you hear this device struggling to work, struggling to move. And why is that supposed to be so? This is a budget-friendly device. Yes, quite alright, but Oriamo should have done better. This is something they should have taken notice of. This is something they should have actually tested and be sure it is okay for distribution. You just don't come out making gimbals like this, whereas there are so many flaws in it. It's not done. This is one of the main reasons why I won't even advise it to. And moreover, when you are using the gimbal and it's locked on face tracking mode, as you are moving, both left and right, it doesn't follow you as smoothly as it's supposed to be. It's lags. Let me use that word. It's lags a lot. And why would you use a smart gimbal that lags? Why would you use this to shoot content? Or more or less, okay, you have a product, you want to do a 360 and the motion is not smooth as it's moving. No, it's not done anyway. To me, I really don't like it. That's just the disadvantage for me. It's not something that you could use for object tracking. I tried using it for object tracking, but it wasn't working. Because if it's not seeing your face, it can't track anything. I tried, putting something on my face and locking it up to my face, but unfortunately, it wasn't working at all. It wasn't working. So, well, everybody has his own different preferences, but basically for me, if you are looking for this for a solo creator, probably for streaming, yes, you could get it. It could work. I don't know, maybe it's my unit that is having that issue, but yet it could work. But if you are using this for basically general content, video shooting, and other things you want to do, them not disappointed, do not get it because it's not for you. Trust me, it's not for you. The only advantage is just the, face motion, it tracks you. I wish this could do object tracking. I wish this could do object tracking. I like the fact whereby you could mount it on a tripod. You could mount your camera on natural mounting on a tripod. I love those facts. I love those functions. I love the gesture functions, the 360. Yes, I do love them. But for context, using it to shoot videos and having that lag, the flow motion is not smooth, it's not something to talk about. It's not something to write home about. So basically, all I've been saying is it's a nice device. It's a budget-friendly device. I love the fact that you could actually tilt this screen up, to make it more released, like more flexible. You could actually put it like this to make it more rigid so that your phone could actually stay in place. And well, aside from that, that's just all it is. It's good for, let me say, women who are more or less into, solo creators, live streaming. It's good for them, but please, if you are willing to use it on the long run, please don't get it. There are other expensive gimbals you could use. That's like the DJI. If you're interested in it, that works perfectly well. You could get that. You could use that. It works. It is good. It is perfect. But you see this? Well, so Oriamo, if you are watching this video, I just believe you could make this better. Send out your devices to people. Let them test it. There are so many YouTubers that does review. Send your devices to them. Let them use it for a while. See how the product works. List out what you have to work on. Then you work on it and send it out. You're doing lab tests with your engineers without people actually testing it and you send it out. A lot of complaints are in your product. All you have to do is, take it to car care, replace your product for you. And how long do you want to do that for a year? After a year, it means that your device is no longer functioning. So that is all in this video. Please, guys, kindly like this video, share, comment, and also please subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in my next upload.